I've lost thousands of dollars in trading, but it's not for the reasons that you may think. It wasn't because I was reckless, it's because I believed the wrong things about trading. It was things that I heard online, things that I read online, things that I saw inside of groups, and then things that I've learned from other traders. Today, I'm going to break down the 3 biggest myths that I fell for inside of trading and how you can avoid making those same mistakes. Trading already has a learning curve, but when you come into trading with bad information, that is basically a recipe for disaster, and that gets really expensive really fast. And I don't want that for you. These aren't just beginner mistakes. They're full-on decisions that kept me stuck, confused, and also set me back big time. If you want to trade smarter and protect your confidence, this is where it starts. Lie number 1 is more strategies equals more success, and that can't be further from the truth. When I first started, I thought if I had more strategies, then that would mean that I have more success in the market. I was studying 3, sometimes 4 different strategies, just basically trying to mix and match them and create the perfect system. But all that did was just leave me overwhelmed. I had no focus, no routine, and I didn't even know what was working inside of the live market. What changed everything was committing to one strategy, one market, and then once I focused on that, I started to see a really big shift and gained a lot more confidence inside of my trading. Line number 2 was big risk equals big reward. And of course, that does have a time and place, but not when you're first learning how to trade. And I used to believe that if I wasn't risking big, then I wasn't serious about trading. And that couldn't have been further from the truth, especially because I was a beginner at that time. So I'd enter the market with position sizes that were too aggressive, stop losses that were too aggressive. And of course, sometimes I did gain in the market, and sometimes those profits were huge and it was great and amazing. But when I lost big, and I mean really, really big. And what I've learned, that small, consistent wins, they add up over time. They really do stack up instead of the really big ones that everybody wants is $10,000 days, even $1,000 days, or even $100 days, especially if you're just getting started. Once I got clear, I hit all of those different levels. And now these days it's more $1,000, maybe a couple $1,000. And at this point, as much as over $12,000 per day. And I'm continuing to grow. And over time, those small, consistent wins built up to having confidence in the market instead of fear. I used to fear every single move, every single candle movement. When it go up a little bit, I take my profits. When it go down a little bit, I would get out of the market. Inside of my memberships, we focus on sustainability, not high risk trades or not trying to guess what the market is going to do, just entering the market with confidence. And that leads me into line number 3 was basically winging it inside of the market. I thought that if I just purchased some signals and I just followed what the person said, that I would make money, or I could wake up a little late. Maybe the market is already open or getting ready to open. I could hop on my charts and quickly just take a look and then find a trade and enter and make some money. That is far, far from the truth. The biggest thing that separates the profitable traders from ones that aren't are the ones who prepare. When you don't have a plan inside of the market, basically you're just trading on emotion. So some of those emotions may be fear, maybe greed, maybe fear of missing out, especially if you see a really big spike inside of the market. Or if you're inside of some sort of signal group, a lot of people posting profits and saying how much money they got. You want to be a part of it as well. I know, because I've been there. And all of that can get very expensive very fast. Now I mark up my charts on the weekend, and if it's in the middle of the week, I'll probably do it a little bit the night before. Sometimes I have to readjust because a market like gold will move while I'm sleeping, and that's totally okay. I'll wake up before I plan to trade and then make some adjustments then. And I follow this same process every single day. I know what I'm looking for even before I open my charts or even before I go to my broker's app. This structure has made all the difference inside of my trading. If any of these myths sound familiar, you are not alone. And you don't have to figure this out by trial and error. Inside of my memberships, I help people trade with clarity. No more signals, no more strategy hopping, no more taking risky trades that you're unsure about, or it's just risks that you don't understand. Just a system that fits your life. It doesn't matter if you have a demanding 9 to 5 or if you're caring for others in your family. Click the links below, get the structure and the support that you need in order to move with confidence when you enter the the market. And also, if you like this sort of content, go ahead and subscribe to this channel because we will be posting videos on Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. So currently 3 times a week in order to provide you with a lot of value. I'll see you there.